You know, one of the biggest mistakes that people make when they come to watch tarot is they believe the tarot reader. I know, it's potentially damning to my business, right? But I just want to explain something. Hear me out. Hear me out. So when you are giving your power over to a tarot reader, you are discounting your discernment. When you allow a tarot reader to tell you something that you automatically must believe, then you just don't get it. Like you all of a sudden have just lost the whole plot. So let me tell you this. So I am also a photographer, and I have a clientele. And some of those clients will refer me to other clients. And those clients will come to me, and based on my portfolio, they'll decide whether they like my perspective or not. And so, as it pertains to tarot, I'm really simply just another lens in the room, is what I am. Because when they come to me for my portfolio and they say, I really love this, can you do exactly this for me? And I say, no, I can't do exactly that for you because that moment in time is gone. But I will do my best to catch my perspective. So really, when you go to YouTube or wherever you go to get a tarot read, please remember that's really all we are, is we're another perspective that is in the room. So you go to a wedding and there are 5 photographers in the room. There's a reason for that, because each one of them has their own perspective. And they're all going to come up with a different story about how they view it. And it doesn't mean it's true. And the couple may like one photographer's view over another. It's simply just a perspective. So really what I want to say is that tarot is way less about psychic woo-woo stuff than it is about the interpretations of symbols as they come together on the table. It's more about that than is anything else. So for years and years, I worked for an insurance company. And I had to use my discernment based on the information that was provided to me to make a determination about what was going to happen within the situation financially. And now I analyze tarot. I used to be a business analyst, and now I'm analyzing tarot and looking through the lens of a camera and determining what I feel is the best shot in the room. And so I just wanted to say, please be reminded that not every tarot reader is correct. Please don't give your power over to a tarot reader. You get to accept or reject whatever they say. But you can only do that if you bring your discernment. I have so many people that show up in my comments, not so many, but now and then I'll have somebody show up in my comments that'll say, well, you're way off base. This isn't for me. It's because you and I don't have the same perspective. That's all it is. I'm not wrong. I can't be wrong giving my perspective. It's just that your perspective doesn't match mine. And that's okay. That means you should run along and find yourself a tarot reader that matches your perspective. So I guess what I've learned at level 58 of this game, what I've learned is that I am not here any longer to tell people what to believe, what to look at, or what to believe. That's not what I'm into. That's not what I'm here for. That's not what tarot's for. It's simply to give you a different perspective from a different lens that happens to be in the same room. That's all it is. And so you get to decide whether you like my portfolio or not, whether you like my perspective of how I read the cards, and some of that might resonate for you if you have something close to my perspective. Now, it's your perception. Nobody has the perception that you do. So if you don't intend on bringing your discernment and your perception to watch a tarot reader online or anywhere, then please just don't do it. Because you'll get dragged around by the tail all over the place. Because when you especially come to a room full of people, right? I'm a small tarot reader, like I have a small channel, right? But when all of these people are in the room, they're all going to have a different perspective about my lens. And they're able to accept or reject whatever my lens is. And I'm going to tell you a secret. I don't care either way, because that's not what I'm here for. I'm not invested in whether you believe me or not. I'm invested in picking out the symbols that show themselves to me and give you my best analysis of what it is that I'm looking at. And then you get to decide whether to accept it or reject it. Tarot is way less about psychic woo stuff than it is about psychology. You know those little tests that they give you sometimes? If you've ever been to a mental health professional, or even as a kid, they give those blot tests. Everybody sees something different. It's exactly what's going on in tarot. There is a basis by which we all read tarot. Yes, absolutely. There are some rules and guidelines, right? And then some of us will see other things. We have other types of discernments. We have other perspectives. And I'm just here to give you a perspective. And it's not so you'll believe me. Honestly, it's not. It's not so you'll believe me. It's that maybe there will be one moment in time where I will give you a perspective and you'd be like, oh, I didn't think of it that way. I never saw it that way before. And although I don't care if you change your mind or not, possibly you might leave here thinking, well, I don't have to look at it one way. I can look at it the other way as well. And that's why it's so valuable to have the perspective of other people. We do it in our lives all the time. We read books, it changes our perspective. We talk to friends, we talk to family, it changes our perspective. And tarot is just really one of those other things that are here as a psychological way to change your perspective. Because it's just a collection of symbols and blotches and pictures and all of that. And yes, there are specific ground rules of reading tarot, but whether you see it the same way I see it, I'm not invested in that. I'm invested in the joy of what I see this time. You know how it is when you're driving through your city, and sometimes you just get so in the zone about driving through your city, and then all of a sudden you look up and you're like, oh, I didn't know they changed that building. I didn't know they pulled that down. It's the same thing. I'm just trying to get you to lift your head and see something different than you may have seen before. And if I do that to one or two people every time I throw up a video, then my work here is done. Yeah. I'm simply just another lens in the room. That's all it is. You come to me because you like my portfolio. And if you don't, it doesn't hurt my feelings. It's okay. But please, 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 stop allowing tarot readers to tell you what to feel or what to do or make decisions for you. That's why I don't like when people ask me about an outcome. Because tell me, what is the outcome? So if I say to you, you're going to leave here, you're going to walk across the street, you're going to walk into the store, you're going to buy a chocolate bar. What if when you walk off the edge of the street, an emergency happens in front of you? And you get so sidetracked, maybe somebody's dog gets hit by a car, heaven forbid. And all of a sudden, your perspective has changed. And you're no longer concerned with getting a chocolate bar from the store across the street. It doesn't mean that I was wrong. It just means that the path took you in a different direction. It took you a different way. And that's okay too. Maybe you went back for the chocolate bar later. I don't know. But it's really very, very important that you realize that we're not here to change your mind. We're not here to tell you what's going to happen. We're not here to say, this is how it's going to go. Don't you dare think outside the lines. At least not a good tarot reader will not do that. The ones who are trying to make you codependent will do that. The ones who are not trying to make you codependent are simply just interpreting signs and symbols and colors and blotches and pictures, along with whatever might show up in here. You guys know I talk about a guide, right? I don't know what that is. I don't know where that comes from. I'm not really sure. I know it's not me. So I'm assuming it's coming from somewhere else. And so you guys know that I communicate sometimes in pictures and songs. I'm clairaudient, clairvoyant. They have names for it. And I use all of those things that are coming at me in a reading to tell you exactly how I feel, because I'm clairsentient. So how I feel, what I see, and the energy that it gives me. Because I am not an astrologer. I'm an energy reader, which a lot of people also don't understand. I read the energy of it. I don't necessarily look at the astrology of it. Yeah, I throw signs on and I know what's this and that, but it doesn't really matter to me. What matters to me is you get the information that I'm giving you based on the energy. So I'm not interested in changing your mind. No, I'm not invested in that. I'm interested in giving you some entertainment. If you're here for the entertainment, good. We're both on the same page. But if something I say does strike something within you that causes you to think about something in a different way that you never did think about it before, then that's a win. That's a win for me. Because I wouldn't be where I am right now if I didn't change my mind. There are a lot of people that come into my comments and say, I'm never going to change my mind, don't you? There's no need to argue about it. I don't care if you change your mind. I just don't care. I'm just giving you the information that I'm feeling, and if you like to take that information with you on your journey, then have at it. If it's not for you, that's okay. Carry on. It's all good. You're not going to hurt my feelings. So I'm not interested in changing anybody's mind at the age of 58, at level 58. I'm not into changing anybody's mind. I do have a lot of wisdom, and I impart that wisdom, and some people don't like that. And if I'm not your flavor, then see ya. Move along. It's all right. It's okay. No hard feelings. It's okay. But I'm not here to change anybody's mind. That's too much energy. It's too much to do. I got lots to do. Lots to do. So I hope that at some point you'll realize that when you pick the people you are watching, it's not because you believe that they're psychic or that they have special powers or all the woo-woo bullshit you hear, right? Some of it's bullshit, some of it's not. What is it that you believe, right? What's your belief system? Everybody has one. You don't have to believe. You don't. I'm not interested in changing your mind. I'm here to entertain you. And I'm here to hope that maybe I can give you a different perspective on something. Because these times are hard. It's hard right now. And I just hope that you leave with a little bit of hope. I hope that you leave with a little bit of feeling of, it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. That's what I'm here for. And if you're not into that, that's cool. I'm good. I'm not everybody's flavor. The cool thing is I don't really care. Because there's a beautiful freedom that comes at level 58. I think it starts around level 50, to be honest. But there's a beautiful freedom that comes at level 58, and it's the, I don't really care. Do what you're going to do. What you do has no impact on what I do. What you think about me is actually not what you think about me. What you say or think about me is actually what you say or think about you. You're just projecting it here. That's all. Yeah. Level 58 is a good place. Tell you what, I can't wait for level 59. For sure. All right, I'm going to go. Enough lecturing. You guys take care. Thank you for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. Let me get up and say bye.